today. It's we had some warm weather after the polar vortex. It's 5th of January, and thought we would open up some of the palm enclosures a little bit, just the ones that have the frost cloth on them, and take a look and see how they did. And here's the Waggy palm. You can see it's doing real well. Looks like all the fronds pretty green, and you can see on top there we got our little PVC cover. That's where we put the round frost cloth over. And you can see here we got, there's this protected by, I'm trying to think how many's on this. It's just either one strand, there may be 2 strands of 100 mini lights on this, but this is about a 7 or 8 foot Waggy palm. And so that seemed to go through the -1 Fahrenheit really well. Just to review here, you can see we put in a plastic bag here up on the trunk somewhere. I like to have it close to the spear, but this one's about 1.5 foot down from the spear. You got your 35-45 Thermo Cube, and you have the lights plugged into that. And this one had a wrap of frost cloth, and then for the wind I put one separate little like a heater cover that you can buy on like Amazon or something, to cover patio heaters, just to keep the wind off of this particular one. And we're gonna look over here while we're here, and this is our other Birmingham, and this one just had a frost cloth cover on it. And this palm is about 7 foot tall, and you can see it's got some spotting on here. This one did a little better than some of our other Birminghams. It's back here kind of protected with several plants on all sides of it. And spear's in pretty good shape. You can see the top of the spear is a little fried here. There's another one of our palms. This is one of our medium-sized windmill palms, Trachycarpus fortunae. And this one's about 8 foot tall. And you can see it's also got pretty green spears and everything, or not spears, fronds there. You can see, get an idea how it's wrapped up before we put the frost cloth over it. This one's still got the bottom frost cloth on it. All it's missing is its top frost cloth, the little round blanket. And here's an update on the needle palms that we uncovered. These just had one frost cloth over them, and whether they were covered or uncovered, all 7 needle palms seems to be in really great shape. Checked all the spears and everything on them. These are about 4 foot tall, and you can see they're in real good shape. The only one I had a problem with was the one over here. It had just one frond here that looks really funny. I'm a little worried that that one might spear pull. So all of these has already been sprayed with copper fungicide, just to ensure that they're hopefully any type of spear pull or anything on them will be mitigated. But so you can see the needle palms, you can see the gloss and everything on the frond. This is one that was unprotected. They're just completely unfazed, except for what I just showed you there with the one frond there. And that's really all I could find on all 7 of them so far. Spring comes, you know, you never know, these could spear pull, but we'll just have to keep an eye on them. Here's an update on the one Birmingham. This one was covered with just a single cover, and you can see it took the most damage of any of our palms. Looks like it may live, but it's going to be severely set back. It has some fronds here that are almost completely destroyed, but I'm going to leave these fronds on there just to give it what little help it can. They have a little bitty bit of green on them, and we'll see what it does, but this palm will be set back quite a bit. Here's the pure palmetto. You can see we wrapped it with the lights, and it took a cover, and you can see the tips here have burnt a little bit, but overall it seems to be in pretty good shape. And over here you can see the damage appearing on the Louisiana quite a bit more. This one was just covered with a frost cloth, and you can see this one ended up taking pretty severe damage. This is another one that could end up dying. This is in pretty poor shape. And covered right next to it, here's the Brazoria, which is in pretty good shape. This one was covered just with a frost cloth, unheated, which probably doesn't do a whole lot. But you can see the Brazoria took this really well for the temperatures that we had. So that's a little bit of an update, and of the plants and how they're doing. All the Sabal miners seem to be in pretty good shape. A few of them have a little more spotting showing up, but that's not anything super serious. It's just pretty much mild, pretty much like this right here that you see on this Brazoria.